ask everybody to have a seat in the parking lot or stand out in the parking lot. You know, we're going to do something with Kenny right now, so we're not going to have a chance to come up here and take a lot of pictures with him. Ken's going to be right up here with us, waiting for the program to start. Everybody just take your places and we'll get started. All right, everybody's here. Before we start anything, let me have coming up here for a Pledge Allegiance. We have Kenny's cousins, Gabrielle Bennett, Stella Bennett, and Juliet Vaca. Come on up. Oh, you guys going to lead us in a pledge? All right, flag's right there. Come on over here, guys. All right, who's going to lead us? So who's got the big voice? All right.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good job, girls. Very nice. All right, where's my girl for the Star Spangled Banner? There you are. Come on up, Elizabeth. Elizabeth Rusomano. Wait till you hear this voice. All right, Liz.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Girl, you knocked it out of the park again. Listen. Folks, hot day. Let's we're going to get through this program quickly. We do have water available for anybody who wants water. It's free to everybody here. Before we get started, let me give a few shout outs to people. We have with us today Deputy Mayor John Napolitani. Give it up. Councilman Dave Fisher. Councilman Rob Pachero over here. All right, we also have the entire Pickett family, and of course Bevan and Pat over here, the grandparents. Kenny's biggest fans that live in Ocean anyway. Senator Bingo Powell's joining us. We have Commissioner Tom Arnaud, Mr. Monmouth County. We have our assembly people, Marilyn Paperno, Kim Olner. We want to thank Tom Rue for doing the filming for us over here. Chief of Police, Mike Sorrentino, thank you. Fire departments, Wanamassa, Oakhurst, I'm sure is around here as well. Give it up to all these folks here. We have Coach Klein's going to come up as well. Yep, and Nick LaRocco, Commissioner of, or Freeholder, it used to be Freeholders, or Commissioners. Thank you guys all for joining us. This event couldn't be possible. I came up with an idea, but I turned it over to my events coordinator, Jen Nordstrom, who's like brilliant. She does all this, put this all together. The only thing that broke down was the VIP seating, but besides that, she did all this field, the coordination, and then tonight she's got the fireworks for about 3,000 people. So Jen, and then also our Director of Recreation, Mike Putrico. Sorry, Mike. Give it up to these two guys working their tails off to make all this happen. All right, long journey. The reason we're here really is to honor Kenny for his achievements and an inspiration to all these kids out here, what you can do with some hard work and dedication, and, right? And the reason we're here is pretty much, I remember when Ken was little, just starting Pop Warner, what was he, 7 or 8, right? These were the fields that we would practice on, because I had coached my son Anthony. We were just leaving Pop Warner maybe 2 years out when you were coming in. So we got to see you for a couple of years, but Big Ken would be carrying the duffel bag with the equipment. Like many dads and moms, you try to get involved with your kids' athletics. You know, the little bit of time you have, you want to be with your kids, so you borrow time from yourself. But we did it. The dads did it. Big Ken did it. So Kenny played here. You got to remember, he's come a long way. This is the evolution of what you can do. 7 or 8-year-old football, I know because I coached it. You line the kids up, you give them positions, you try to explain the fundamentals of football. If you're a lineman, this is down block, reach block. If you're in the back, this is the A gap, B gap, so on and so forth. Defense, this is a 4-4, and then we turn them over eventually to Coach Klein, and he polishes them up, right? But at 7 and 8 years old, everything sounds great until game time. They get out there on the field, and remember that game, electronic football, when as soon as you started up, players went all over the place? Well, that's how it was. As soon as they took the first snap, forget all the plays they learned. It was chaos. Quarterback's doing a figure 8 in the backfield, and 10 kids are running down the field. I'm open, hit me. But after time, they learn how to play a little bit, and they cultivate that experience. And Kenny is really quintessential. He showed us how we can do this. So right now, I'm going to bring up a couple of guest speakers here. First of all, I have with us from the Oakland Raiders, number 41, Phil Villapiano. Come on up.
Thank you, Chrissy. You know, I go away for a few years, and I left you all in silver and black, and look what I see this morning. Kids, you don't get it. The Raiders, that's the real football team around here. I love it. Kenny, nice job. I'm very proud of him, even though today's the first time I get to meet him in person. This guy has been, you know, the rumors was he's pretty good in high school. And then the rumor was he's pretty good in Pitt, and my girlfriend Susan, wherever you're at, used to give me reports. Susan Ellswick, where's Susan? She's on the Pitt board. She'd give me full reports on him. This kid's pretty good, And now, look what's happened. He passed the first test, which was to look good on draft night. You look good, Kenny. Yeah, man. Yeah, you look good. I like that. And that's big, because that's probably the last time he's ever going to be relaxed for a long, long time. And I'm going to tell you guys what is coming his way. And you know, the NFL, as beautiful as it all looks out there, when you get my age, it's wonderful, because you can't get hit anymore. But guess what's coming his way? Oh, it's gonna get ugly. It's gonna get nasty. But if you're a football player, a real champion football player, and you little kids, listen to what I say. You play football, and you want it to be black and white. The best guys play. The best guys start. The best guys make all pro. The best guys make the Super Bowl. The best team makes the Super Bowl. And that was what I loved most about pro football. And what that means is every single day of his life, from now till when it's over, he's got to be thinking football. Sorry, people. Maybe have a beer with you once in a while, but in the back of his mind, he's got to be thinking football, thinking football, thinking football, thinking touchdown, thinking run, thinking lead, thinking this, thinking that. It's just the way it is, Kenny. And if you can do that, like I did that, you don't want to come around me for 13 years, Kenny. I might bite your face off, because I was thinking football all the time. And that's what you got to do. And that's the only way to do it and to get to the big level the big levels, which is you want, because it's all there for the taking. Franco Harris. I talked to Franco about a month before the draft, 6 weeks before the draft. I said, Franco, you know we got my boy from Jersey. And he goes, we know. But, you know, there's not much we can do about it, but we know. I said, don't let this kid out of town. He goes, we won't. And the Rooneys picked you. And the Rooneys, you know, they're a family. What a great organization. I mean, the Raider family is a little sick, but that's a true family, you know? So I love that you're going to be a Steeler. I love you're going to be right here next to us. You guys can go out there and see Kenny play anytime, and all you young kids, make sure Coach, the mayor, Chrissy, gets a big bus and buys the tickets and brings you out there to watch. You gotta watch Kenny play, and it's going to be so cool. So we all live for the next, I don't know how many years. If you can do what Big Ben did at 15, 16, wouldn't that be cool? We all get to enjoy you, and that's what happens, man. Everybody gets on your team. Everybody becomes your buddy, and your responsibility is to hug all these kids and make them all part of you. And you're going to enjoy it, and you do that in the 1 or 2 minutes a day that you're not thinking about throwing touchdown passes. Okay? So anyway, I want to wish him the best of luck. I want you all to know, December 24th, I'm going to be out there watching my buddy in person. The Immaculate Reception 50 years ago, right? 50 years ago on the 23rd, on the 24th, we get to see the Raiders and the Steelers. What a great Christmas this is going to be. My daughter actually told me she wants to stay home with her children. I said, are you kidding with me? I thought I brought you up better than that. Be in Pittsburgh. Watch Kenny Pickett and the Raiders have a lot of fun. All right, Ken, good luck. If you need me for anything, I'm around the corner, baby. Okay, man.
All right, Phil, always great. Phil used to organize these little scrimmages. Both our kids were playing at the same time. Remember that with Michael and Anthony? And they were like unscripted. He'd say, Chris, we're going to come to your practice Thursday night. We're going to have a scrimmage with these 7-year-olds. Okay. I tell the league, wait, that's not in the program. We have to get, yeah, okay. Phil showed up. That was the end of that. All right, I'm going to drive Jenny crazy because I'm going off script, Jen. Rumps and Ocean. That's cool. Jenny, I'm going to do the speakers first, and we'll do our proclamations because we only have one more. Coach Klein. Where's Coach? Here's the guy. We send all these Pop Warner kids to him, and he cleans them up for us. And look what he did. Good job, Coach.
Get myself straight here.
Very good. Good to see you.
All right, I want to thank the mayor and council for having me here today. Special thanks to Kenny, his fiancee Amy, and the Pickett's, Ken, Casey, Alex as well, for always including me, my family, and everything that Kenny's had going on. It's definitely been an unbelievable journey, and you know, it's something I'll cherish forever. If you've seen me speak publicly before, 90% of the time I'm talking about our program, our players, our season, games, our culture as a program, expectations we have on players, so I don't typically need notes. But today is the first time that I'm publicly speaking about an Atlantic Coast or an ACC champion. Today's the first time I'm publicly speaking about a first-team All-ACC selection. Today's the first time I'm speaking about the ACC Player of the Year. Today's the first time I'm publicly speaking about a first-team All-American, a Heisman finalist, a first-round NFL draft pick, and today is the first time that I'm publicly speaking about the future starting quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's get it, Big Red Country. And I've been around athletics long enough to see many different field dedications for accomplishments, things like that. I went to Franklin and Marshall College, a high academic Division III school. I played football and baseball there. And our football field was named after my coach, Tom Gilbert, who's a Pennsylvania Hall of Famer. He was an All-American. He's a Mammoth man, All-American at Syracuse, played in the NFL 6-7 years, won a ton of games at F&M, and he did it with a humility and grace that made people want to be around him. And then baseball field was named after a average relief pitcher that graduated the year before I did because his parents donated a ton of money. All right, this event today is much more the first example than the second. But as many accomplishments as Kenny has had and as deserving as he is of all the awards that he gets, he's more than just his accomplishments. I want to focus my talk today on who Kenny Pickett is as a man and what he means to our community. Because we all know what the accomplishments are. We watched it on TV, we've read about it, all those things. But the reason why I'm so excited about this field being dedicated in Kenny's name and that sign being in the middle of West Park Avenue is because of the man that Kenny is, the person that he is, and what he means to our community. People ask me all the time about stories about Kenny, and I can remember Kenny 10, 11 years old. First time I met him at a Pop Warner camp we had, and I've told the story before. We thought he was going to be special because of the way he handled himself. Obviously talented athletically, but the story goes there's about 50 kids at the camp, and they're yelling for Kenny to throw him the ball, and he said, I'll throw it, I have one football, I'll throw it to the person that gives us the best chance to score. And he said that at 10 or 11 years old. So when you have that kind of awareness, you have a chance to be special. You fast forward 12, 13 years, a couple weeks ago, we had our AYF camp out here, over 60 kids there. And now, 40 out of the 60 want to play quarterback. Half of that group have gloves on. One kid had a ski glove on. I'm asking him what he goes, Kenny does it. I said, yeah, you're right, Kenny does it. All right, we'll rock the ski glove. But that type of effect just doesn't come because you're a good football player. That type of effect on people doesn't come just because you're a first-round pick, you're an All-American, you're all those things. You have to be somebody that people relate to. You have to be somebody that people are passionate about. And because of Kenny Pickett, because of his family, because of the way he was brought up and the person he is, our community, Pittsburgh, and everybody else that gets a chance to know him intimately feels that strongly about him. It's gotten to a point now with 16 years, it'll be my 16th year as head coach. Saw Coach Conti here before, a legend of Big Red football. There was 13 seasons between Coach retiring and me getting the job. There were 5 head coaches in that 13 years. It's a tough place to coach, right? Been here 16 years. We won a lot of games, 10 games, 9 games, 8 games, coaches awards, championships, Division I players. And when I go out around town, I go to Wegmans, go to What About a Bagel, TD Bank, Brendan's, whatever it is, people make eye contact with you and they know who you are and they want to talk about football. About the last 18 months, I get the same eye contact I've gotten from kids, their parents, but now it's, you were Kenny Pickett's coach. I said, yes, I was. That's cool. Okay, about 95% of my exchanges go that way. We had camp a couple weeks ago, thought with the draft being over, kid looks at me, it's the first day, he's jogging off the dynamic, he goes, Coach, congratulations on all your accomplishments. Before I could get thank you out, he turned his head, he goes, with Kenny Pickett. And I will tell you that if I coach another 100 years, and I am known throughout anywhere for having been Kenny Pickett's high school coach, that is the greatest award, any type of recognition I could get is being associated with Kenny. Let's just talk quickly about what makes Kenny so special. Okay, and again, it's not so much the accolades, it's the person. Kenny Pickett has used relentless pursuit. He sets goals and uses relentless pursuit to achieve those goals. We can all learn from that. It doesn't have to be just kids, it can be adults. It doesn't have to be boys, it can be girls, black, white, whatever it is. It transcends everything. In life, when you set goals and you work relentlessly for those goals, and you do that with humility and grace, you are somebody that our community can get behind. So when we take the field here at the AYF Field, that'll shortly be the Kenny Pickett Field, and you see that sign around town about Kenny Pickett, I ask you to take the time to just reminisce quickly on what your goals are. And are you working towards achieving those goals with a relentless pursuit? I used to use the word obsessed. I don't know if Casey and Ken like that word so much. ESPN and NFL Draft, the NFL Network, they use that word. I'm going to use relentless pursuit now, okay? Because Kenny Pickett is somebody that lives his life in a manner that we can all emulate. Whether or not you're going to a football practice, you're going to a soccer practice, you're going to a dance recital, you're going to a big business meeting, whatever the deal is, you can bring that mindset, the Kenny Pickett mindset, to that. You can bring it to your family as a husband, you can bring it to your family as a wife, you can bring it to your family as a father, as a wife, as a daughter, as a son, as a teammate, whatever it is. It's a commitment to excellence, it's setting your standard, and it's working relentlessly for that. So I'm excited to see the Kenny Pickett Field be dedicated. I'm excited for the sign, but I'm more excited as a community for us to continue to watch this young man do his thing, and for us to remember that he is somebody that we can always hold to the highest regard and be very proud of, because he's from Ocean Township. Kenny, thank you. Thanks for having me. Enjoy the day.
Beautiful, Coach. All right. At this time, we're going to have a couple proclamations. This part will be quick, I promise you. Coach didn't get the 2-minute memo, but that's fine. What he said was beautiful. All right. First up, let me have our commissioner, Mr. Monmouth County, Tom Arnone. Come on up. All right.
So before I start, I just want to congratulate the Pickett family, and I do know them, and Bevan, Pat, and your whole family. Obviously, your mother and father. I want to thank congratulate each and every one of you. You know, this is great seeing all these kids here today, because I can tell you personally, back when I was your age, my mother knew an NFL player and lived next to them, and to this day, I am still a fan of that team. It's my favorite team. He was my favorite football player, and guess who that guy is? Where's he at? He's right there. Phil Piano in Asbury Park. They live next to each other, and that's what's going to happen here with each and every one of you guys here. And you know, there's something special. Ocean Township will never forget this day. Kenny Pickett will always be part of Ocean Township, but today, he's also a major part of Monmouth County, and we will never forget that, and it's our honor, myself and Nick DeRocco here and the rest of the commissioners, to congratulate him. And, you know, I'm not going to go through all his accolades because it was talk, but the last one I do want to say, because I think it's special, Kenny, the Monmouth County Board of County Commissioners congratulates Kenny Pickett and wishes him success in his professional football career, and proclaims this day, July 1st, as Kenny Pickett Day in the County of Monmouth.
Thank you, Commissioner. Hey, Tom, you a big Raiders fan? Yeah. See, now, if I was mayor back when Phil was playing, I'd have named Monmouth Road and West Park after him. What are we going to do, brother, huh? The challenge is on. All right. We have proclamations also from our Assembly people, Marilyn and Kim. They dropped them off, and they just want to acknowledge that they're here as well. But right now, I'm going to have our friend Senator Vingo Powell come up. Come up, man.
Thank you so much. On behalf of the state of New Jersey, Kenny, congratulations. But I know your coach talked about so much what you've done on the field, but to see all these young boys and girls wearing these Pickett jerseys, the role model that you've been, not just as a football player, but what you and your family continue to do each and every day, the community work, the nonprofit work, it's a true role model. And I want to give a round of applause to Ocean Township, the Board of Education. They helped raise an incredible young man here who's going to go do incredible things. On behalf of the state of New Jersey, it is altogether fitting and proper that we put into official record a duly authenticated copy signed by the Senate President, attested by the Secretary, transmitted to Kenny Pickett. The state of New Jersey puts into official record in Trenton that we congratulate and honor his services permanently for what he's about to do in the years ahead. Congratulations.
All right, thank you, Senator. Also, Ken, he couldn't be here today, but he sends his regards, and somebody from his office, Rebecca here, Governor of New Jersey, has a personal letter for you. I'm not going to read it because it's personal. You got to take that with you. And I'm sure he said he gave you a call as well to congratulate you, so that's from him. All right, at this time, Ken, let's get right to the business at hand, right, pal? we're here to honor you for all your accomplishments, what you've done, and an inspiration to all these kids out here, as far as like Coach said, what hard work, dedication, and perseverance can do. And this is really the result of it. Like I said, Kenny started out running around the backfield, scrambling for his life, and now he's going to do it again in the NFL. But here he is. He's in the NFL. So come on down, Ken. Got a little something special for you. Phil, come on.
Yeah, right.
Get on that side, Kenny. We need your long arms here. All right. A little dedication here, right in front here, Ken. We're going to take this towel. We're going to flip it back, you and I, on the count of 3, all right? Ready? 1, 2, 3. There it is, baby. Kenny Pickett Field. Now, I'm going to give Kenny the mic because I asked him for a quote. I said, give me something really good and inspirational. And he came up with something. I think he knocked it out of the park here, Ken. You want to speak to that?
Sure. I think I posted this when I was in 8th grade, so not too much, older than what you guys are now. And there was a quote that said, "One day I want to say I made it." And I don't think that in this, in the mindset I had was to be having a field dedicated athlete. I think this is just all, great additions on top of, the dream that I had. But I wanted to get drafted in the first round, play in the NFL. So that dream came true on April 28th, and I started playing there. And I grew up playing Pop Warner on this field. I played basketball in that gym. I went to intermediate school right there. I went to high school down the road. So it all started in Ocean Township. I'm incredibly grateful for everyone that put this day together. My family, friends, it all came out. Incredibly, just grateful. That's really all I can say. Kind of speechless. Never thought that this would all happen, but definitely believed in myself to make it to the NFL. So thank you again, everyone that put this together. I really appreciate it.
One more thing, Ken. Come on over here. Yeah. Well, they're out there. Yeah. All right, one more little thing that we have for you, Kenny. So throughout town, we have these signs hanging up saying, "Welcome to Ocean Township." Well, underneath all those signs, you're going to see this. You can hold that up, brother. Nice and big. Hold that up nice and high for the crowd to see. When they enter Ocean Township, they're going to know not only are you in Raider Nation, but you're also the home of NFL quarterback Kenny Pickett. So we're honored to do that for you, pal. In fact, that one's yours. All right. Good stuff. All right, folks, we're going to do a group shot. Everybody wants to get around here. If you kids want to kneel in the front, Kenny right over here by the sign.